Salutations, class, and welcome back. Moving weekend is over, and so we're ready to get back to our usual routine. I am looking forward to doing a lot more things around here. I'm going to start testing my video editing skills, and possibly releasing some compilations of the best moments that we've had so far. Tonight, though, I'm definitely feeling sore, and I'm willing to get back to something a bit more laid back than Guilty Gear. It's Oblivion night, and it seems my video feed is malfunctioning. There we go. There we go. Isn't a Turing stream without some sort of malfunction in our machinery? So, last time we were playing Oblivion, we had just closed the Kavachi Gate, and rescued, well, Martin Septim, and whoever was left in the forces there. Now, we're off to whatever the heck we want. I suppose it would be good to just continue the main quest for the moment. There's Shelby. Hello.
Unless you need something, let's continue on to Waynon Priory.
What a big name for such a small game comparatively.
To Waynon Priory, then?
This was 2006. This was before Bethesda was absolutely as huge as it is today. Let me know how the audio levels are doing as well. With a new setup, lots of machinery has been rearranged. I've hopefully made much more space on my desk, but that will have the side effect of placing my microphone further away. Let me know if I'm too quiet or too loud accordingly. So, we'll probably be making our way northward to Coral. Once we get off of this road, we might just make a straight shot northward through here. Everything seems to be in order. Our sword is on very low quality, given that we've been fighting a lot of Daedra, so how far are we from the crit? Not too horrible of a detour, would you say? Would be nice to see some other things on the way there. Dark as always. What was your first Elder Scrolls game? Mine was Morrowind, like a lot of Elder Scrolls fans. Daggerfall and Arena, the second and first games respectively, were a very small sort of phenomenon. They were only on PC. Morrowind was the first attempt that Bethesda would make to put a game on the consoles. And I'd say they succeeded. It started getting much more popular after that, even getting Oblivion to be a launch title for the Xbox 360. 2006, that was 15 years ago. I do believe the anniversary for Oblivion is somewhere around in June. So, this game is old enough to be in high school at this point. And Morrowind, I would say, is just about legal. I don't think I'd love that game that much, though. Skyrim is definitely when Bethesda got into mainstream popularity. And potentially a favorite of mine, but I'm uncertain about playing it on this channel. I play with lots of hardcore mods installed. Hello, Ben.
Ah! I thought mud crabs were
Have you met my electric personality yet?
I'll hack you to pieces.
Ah, shield tree. Seems I'm not as suave as I assumed.
Jump on my sword while you...
How about that engaging 2006 out of my sight. Take those. What would a crusader do with lockpicks anyway? I wouldn't say you'd be able to lock your doors with justice. Knock knock, it's the 9. Where was I? Skyrim. I play with a lot of hardcore mods that spike up the difficulty way past what it should be. I'm not sure if you'd like to see me die over and over again if I were to play it. Mods that sort of remove any equalizing on the difficulty. The world no longer being leveled, of course. So you're stuck fighting mud crabs for the first 5 hours. Even bandits might be too much for you to handle. As is the start of every hardcore RPG. Fight yourself through a bunch of wolves and crabs before you're able to tackle your first dungeon. Some masochists, like myself, enjoy that experience. Though I know modded games aren't quite as popular as their vanilla variants. I'm not particularly fond of vanilla. There we are, fighting our invisible walls once again. I'm not too fond of the vanilla experience of Skyrim. But that is allegedly what would be much more popular. It's been a long while. I'd give it a chance. After all, you spend that much time away from the game, and it will feel like a fresh experience once you return to it. Just like what I'm doing with Oblivion now. Good. The well is available to us. I suppose we should get back into the habit of spamming our healing spells. Like so. And apparently not being able to jump. There we go. Give me that. Well, so much for healing. I wonder what the hurt box is for that shield. Is it straight ahead or is it slightly skewed to the side like in Skyrim? The hitboxes in these games have always been strange. There's sort of a radius or a cone, and then it just selects whatever target you hit. You don't hit everyone in the intersection of that cone. You only hit the person who's closest to the center of it. The way certain attacks in Skyrim are coded differently. They will detect all people in a certain radius, but normally, even if the radius of intersection from your attack hits multiple enemies, you'll only hit one of them unless it's flagged otherwise. AI, however, any of the computer-controlled characters, they just pick a target and check to see if you're in range. There are a number of situations you can find where an enemy can accordingly attack you through a wall, but you cannot attack them. You are close enough to be within the collision radius of their attack, and since that's good enough for the game, you'll still be hit. Usually you'll get hit through, say, gates that have little holes in them, or through dungeon doors. I don't think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be any different. Seeing how they set up Fallout 4 and 76, it's mostly going to be them running off the same engine. I really don't think they've even started on 6 yet. How long ago was it? 2 years that we got that trailer. Of course, I was excited, but I've been extremely skeptical this entire time. In about 3 months from now, it will be Skyrim's 10th anniversary. Do you feel old yet? I do. One of these things. Hit him with our typical mad science lightning bolts. Luckily, we are almost to the Priory. That will give all of our equipment a nice repair and recharge. "10 years. Do you think they have anything special planned for Skyrim?" Probably another re-release, but I suppose we have the new generations of consoles coming around that time. Is their 10th anniversary announcement just going to be... what is it called? The Xbox Scarlet? Something like that. Whatever the next console release for Microsoft is. After all, Bethesda is now a part of Microsoft. Let me know if you'd be interested in a modded Skyrim playthrough, or if you'd rather have vanilla. It will be a while, but as I start reaching out and getting more people on the streams here, I plan on You see that blue speck? We, dodged our blessing. There we go. With the way the spell casting works there, it just sort of fires a bolt and expects it to hit you. I dodged that first one. I tend to dodge a lot of the blessings of the gods on my own terms. Not exactly in the best of favors with them. But there will be more games on this channel as I start expanding. So far, we've only had 3 separate titles under our belt, most of it being Guilty Gear, which I'm still very fond of. I am normally quite the avid fighting game player. I can't say that I'm very good. You've seen my best performance in my favorite game. That only gets me to floor 10. But there are other games, such as BlazBlue or Street Fighter V, that I could be playing on this channel.
Yes, Commander?
Jean Bean will catch up to us every time we walk through a door. That's that NPC magic for you. Now then, the usual. Take them back and leave that mace that we're not using. Oh wow, I was wearing the Kavach cuirass instead. You don't have to look at my naked pectorals this time. Oh, I forget. That's why we were wearing it. Gives us a slight fortified strength effect.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You're still only going to repair my stuff.
Goodbye.
Commander.
We may try to make a stop by skin grab. Or, given that we're going to Waynon Priory, just head into Coral itself. I don't think we'll be gathering anything from the Priory immediately. You know, despite being such a avid Elder Scrolls fanboy, haven't even completed all of Skyrim. Haven't done the honorary 100% completion gameplay. I wonder if I'd have enough time to do that on a channel like this. I'm not necessarily fond of stealth gameplay, so I've only completed the Thieves Guild questline twice in these past 10 years. Mages Guild questline 8. And the main questline 5 or 6. Ah, that's what we forgot. We forgot our shield. There we go. We are outfitted and ready to go. I still think all of our equipment is the same, but every time we go back to refresh it, it will automatically scale to our level. Given the way that equipment is leveled in this game, though, it's only going to happen every so often, say about 4 or 5 levels complete. At some point, it stops leveling up with us. I wonder what build works best for doing everything in Skyrim. I've only played it full of mods for the longest time, so presumably something invested in the stealth would still be able to do the other questlines just fine. There's that stealth archer meme, of course, and I suppose there's some merit to it. For one, stealth combat is very advantageous in Elder Scrolls games. Once you reach the maximum level of sneak, you can sort of just walk right in front of someone, and they still won't detect you. With archery as it is, it's very easy to stay in stealth and pick off someone from a distance. Pick up our various ingredients as we make our beeline up to Coral. This is where our navigation will get a lot more interesting. Now that we have traveled to more than just every city once for our Mages Guild recommendations, our paths between quest markers will take us, who the heck knows, anywhere. And possibly everywhere. You sort of need stealth to get through the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood questlines in Skyrim, I'd assume. At least if you're not wanting to spend so much time with guards. Let's do ourselves a little bit of potion magic. Wrong food. Take our steel blue mushrooms. I think we'll wait on the flax seeds because there's some things that actually do a lot better for us. That's what it was. It was bog beacons that also have the shield effect, I believe. I also think water hyacinths have. Fortified magicka possibly is that last effect, so I'm hesitant to use them as well. But why not? We need to make a little bit of extra room in our pockets. Something I do enjoy is that these games have an auto-walk key, so you'll just continue moving forward. That leaves my left hand free for the absolutely necessary hydration. Please do keep a glass of water with you at all times watching these streams. Professor will be very disappointed in you if you do not keep up with your hydration. Here we have another shrine that we're coming across. Molag Bal. Let's avoid doing this quest for now because it'll give us something that will weigh us down even further. Also of a questionable moral standard. And we don't want to lose favor with the gods now, do we? It will happen. I already prophesized that once we start doing crimes with the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild quest lines, we'll inevitably have to lose our Mantle of the Crusader. At that point, we should have a lot better equipment to take care of us otherwise. Given how scarce anything good is at the beginning of the game, I usually try to speedrun to the Crusader's questline accordingly. It's a small set of boosts. Makes your restoration better, and who doesn't need healing? Someone who never gets hit, I assume. That's where that stealth build comes back in. Here I am, recklessly picking up everything I find again. I should stop being so irresponsible, but taking a moment to level up our skills would not hurt us. I don't want to use that word. Ah, dual effects. That should be worth a lot more. Wow, that alleviated our weight a lot. We must be carrying a lot of alchemy ingredients. We left our home back at Battlehorn Castle, didn't we? I think that's where most of our stuff is set up. Who goes there? I am made nervous anytime the music. Oh, that's not the person I should be attacking. Ow! Ah, no, I need to save a citizen indeed.
Hey, what did I ever do to you?
Hello.
Only the chosen survive.
Someone's been murdered!
Well, there's the Oblivion magic for you. Is that dark elven fellow still alive? I don't think we could have saved Mabro. Waynun Priory is under attack. I must find and protect Joffrey, but make sure that Martin remains safe from the enemy as well.
I could use a hand here! God's blood! That came out of nowhere! Have you seen Grandmaster Joffrey?
Well, no, I just got here. You saw me walk up.
We should check the chapel. Come on!
Is that Dunmer fellow alright? I need to look out for my kin. He'll be fine. Come with me, Shotby.
Hello.
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the right.
The time!
My
Ugly pump.
for the Empire.
There may be more of them!
By the 9 divines!
More Oblivion NPC magic. He's going to talk about how I've been sent to...
You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maberel shout. I had just time to arm myself.
Well, your prayers
The
have been
Amulet of
answered.
Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House.
Evidently not.
We need to
secret
go
enough.
see if it is safe. We'll go together, but I fear the worst. I fear the enemy came here for the
Nonsense.
Amulet of Kings.
Everything's going to be just fine, I assure you. I said open the doors. Get on
Hi
the
there.
floors. And walk the dinosaurs. Behind the cover,
They've taken it!
really.
The Amulet of Kings
Is it
is
that
gone!
easy?
The enemy has defeated us at every turn!
Well, at least I found Martin.
So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and
That's
lost
a
the
very
Amulet of
good katana.
Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once.
Sounds excellent. Let's go.
Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere.
That's excellent news. Don't think we have anything else to talk about.
We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
I really like that katana. I don't even normally codify myself as a weeby sword, said the VTuber. So, you saw that we were attacking with the Dawn Ancients, and immediately said that our killing has been observed by forces unknown, so somehow, in our noble defense of this fellow, good to know he is alive, let us make you a little bit better.
I'm the shepherd here. Eranor's the name, and this is Waynon Priory.
Glad to be here. Well, it seems he has no
Be
thanks
seen.
to give us. But crusading is a thankless job. This is the start of our darkness. Ah yes, Prior Maberel. His horse belongs to us now, given that he's dead. So, stop and give your thanks to him. I think that's enough. Now, off to the next green arrow. Mr. Septim, are you going to board your horse? Mount it. I should probably talk to them first. Then they will have the chance to catch up. There we go. He just needed a little nudge. Sean Bean there was trying to decide whether or not he was going to die. As he often does. Goodness gracious, this horse is slow. But that aforementioned Dark Brotherhood questline will mitigate
Hail,
that for
good
us.
citizen. How can I be
Those of you who are familiar with Oblivion would know. It's a 15-year-old game. Not much of a spoiler now, is it? Best horse available to us is from the Dark Brotherhood questline. After all, they spent so much attention on that questline instead of this one. Don't tell me I have to save someone's hide again. Sean Bean, you're about to die. I can't let that happen. Or he'll just make sure he stays alive. He is a healer, so he has no spells. one thing to note from looking at the game files in here, if you don't plan on going through the Dark Brotherhood questline, the black horses you get from Shaden Hall will at least match its speed. Back when I played this game originally about 15 years ago, I didn't do the Dark Brotherhood questline on my main character. I was trying to be a good noble and keep those Crusaders relics with me at all times. In that instance, I didn't actually have my hands on Shadowmere on that character. On my other characters, absolutely. I still think to date, I have never made a character in an Elder Scrolls game who does every single main questline, or faction questline. Here's to us doing that for the first time here. Hello there, and welcome to the stream. We're making our way to Cloud Ruler Temple. On the slowest horse imaginable, but if it's free, it's not going to be very good now, is it? It'll at least outspeed the wolves. That's all we need it to do. You know, there's a very interesting effect in this game, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it was this game that let you remain invulnerable while you were always on a horse. I must be thinking of something else. I've been reading a lot of video game trivia lately. I think it might have been Ocarina of Time, actually, that you remain invincible while on your horse. That explains why the combat music hasn't been kicking in. But that does give me an idea. Ah, wait. You know how you have the Crusaders relics? I did mention this in one of our streams. We are immune to being attacked by the wildlife. Our horse, however, is not. So every time we pass by a wolf, they'll proceed to attack our horse, not us. And the combat music won't actually kick in. They're attacking the horse. We are technically not engaged in combat with them yet. And so the green dissipates and gets replaced by gray. This should mean we are approaching Bruma. Yep. Stepping right across that barrier, we now see the Jural Mountains. I'm going to ignore that imp again. Should not be too much farther. Check our maps really quick. Easy. Just a short distance northwest from Bruma. I'm sure Joffrey and Martin Septim are doing just fine for themselves. They don't need my help. They have plot armor, at least for a little while. I can't even remember if Joffrey dies. I don't think he does. Well, that's a random guard that was attempting to hunt something else, but instead it seems like he's hungry for horse meat. You'll be fine. Up there, I believe, is where Cloud Ruler Temple is. There should be a road to it from the side, but let's see how Oblivion horses compare to Skyrim horses. We should be able to travel up this slope, at least. With enough jumping. There we go. Always fun trying to find your way over these little ridges. There seem to be a lot of games where you're able to get through those kinds of exploits. It's a bit better than having invisible walls, but I suppose it's not the ideal game design. Personally, I'm fond of a very strict definition of what counts as a slope and what counts as flat ground. I do believe we'll need to wait for Joffrey. Of course. Well, we didn't stop in Coral now, did we? While we wait for him to catch up, let's make ourselves a little pit stop in Bruma. If I were to design a big open 3D world game like this, I would have slopes at a certain incline just be registered as slopes that you'd slide down in. Sort of like what we've been having in Red Dead Redemption. try to climb up too steep of a slope and you'll start sliding down rather than just start walking against some sort of arbitrary flat ground. Open the gates and let me in. I have business to attend to. It's now morning, so the shop should be open soon if they are not already. It will be 2 hours. Very small amount of time for us. What are you doing out here,
Have
my lad?
pity on an old war veteran.
Ah, yes.
Please be
Yet
generous, kind sir.
another- His voice changed.
Thank
Once
you,
again.
kind sir.
Absurd.
Blessings of Archaea upon me.
Now then, give ourselves a little bit of a wait. 2 hours will do it. All the shops
Good
in this
day.
game are...
I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
You seem like you're very eager to talk down to me. Was there a reason for that? You have several boogers in your nose.
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come.
Oh,
My
you
lady
know how to
holds
push my
court from
buttons
8 in the
and pull
morning
my
until
strings.
6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
25.
Safe journey, my lord.
That's hardly worth my time. But ever since I bought that
What is it
castle,
now?
because I am poor. Let's see what we got going on here while we're making our pit stop. What does the Countess have in store for us? Hopefully
Hiding
more than
citizen.
just a measly 25 gold. Speak to me. That's a very pleasant outfit. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan
Remarkable.
gave you whetted your appetite.
One of the less ugly NPCs I've seen in this game, even though everyone is some level of an abomination. Seems like something I'd engineer. Well, if I were a biologist. Reasons like this are exactly why I am not a biologist. Don't let me lie to you. The lab coat is mostly for show.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying.
No, because I came here
Well, it's
straight
safe to
you.
say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
Never heard of it.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type.
That does sound
The
useful.
Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
We've been there, haven't we?
Please
I think we've stopped in the area.
consider... Hear me
I
out
will
before you
ask
make your
exactly
decision.
Where you are.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
No, and quite frankly, there we go. That is exactly the answer I was looking for.
Look, there's no need to be rude. I just thought it might have been interesting to you.
Just point me to the magic stone.
If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Just tell me where to go, don't tell me the history.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone.
Finally.
I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well.
Enough exposition.
I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Simple enough. Now, don't let me forget. We need to sell off a whole bunch of our junk here. Where did your horses go? Well, they would be outside the city gates, I suppose. You'll be following me on my shopping trip, gentlemen. Let's see. I don't even remember who we talked to. I do believe it was this house on the end. Past the Mages Guild. If they have a sign out front, we know they're a shop. And this will be a blacksmith.
Go ahead, please. Have a look around.
Ah, he doesn't like us very well, so you know that time.
Yes?
He really doesn't like that, and that's what makes him happy.
What a dumb joke. That's... don't... My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
It's a start.
You think that's... You've got a point. Don't... I salute you. Most impressive.
We'll just...
You think that... That's amazing. What? That's just stupid. That's just not... That's not... Such adventures. How I am... What nonsense. What a dumb joke. What a dumb joke. That's amazing. I don't talk such rot.
We've gone back down.
I won't fight you. Don't wait. You think that's funny?
Wow, this
You win this. I don't talk. That's amazing. That's what? My life is drab and wretched. That's just not funny. Don't waste your flattery. That's what nonsense.
Route. Close enough.
Can I interest you in...
So we will haggle for a slightly better price. Hey, buddy. You want to buy a cursed artifact? It seems he does. We don't use arrows here.
That's a good deal.
So that leaves us with exactly what we should need. And a lot of Vulcan stones. I don't think we'll be needing those too much. The wireless stone is a lot more of use to us when we're... You know, that is a complete recharge. Given how much use we have on some of our items, that might come very useful later. So I'll just sell some of our other miscellaneous items. The repair hammers might not actually be of much use to us anymore, given that we're carrying around so much enchanted equipment.
Thanks for your business.
How does that leave us?
Good day.
Relieved of a good 80 pounds. I wish I could lose that much weight. Wait, I'd be anorexic.
Good to see you.
Hiding
Make
citizen.
our way up back to the north gates. Test
Well
ourselves
met.
with a little bit of straightening.
Hail, sir. Hello.
Let's test that audio then. Thank you for informing me. I should be echoing a lot less.
How do you do?
That's actually where the soundproofing will come in. I do have some of that I will be setting up this week. So expect the audio to get a lot more. Please do keep me updated in the comments. I am a scientist, and you are my testing guinea pigs. I hope you don't mind. That's a little bit quieter. Should hopefully be better for us. So much to test, so little time. Once again, we have a wolf attacking our horse, but not us. I can't let it slide this time, buddy. I regret to inform you that we will in fact not be petted. Probably could have used a spell and saved a little bit of charge. Heal you. And once again, wait for our fellows to catch up with us. We'll have to continue waiting. There we go. Or I heard footsteps. Are you even here? My goodness, what is the holdup? Maybe if I were to wait down here instead. My microphone is currently placed a lot farther away from my face than it used to be, which would explain a lot of the echoing, probably bouncing off the walls. I will see. Let's try that. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate the help. Try to keep my audio equalized. Turn that down quite a bit, and I should be a lot louder to compensate. Or let's see if I can move my microphone closer. What can I do here? It doesn't look like I'll be able to reposition it for a while. Nope, we'll have to stay with that. I have turned the game down, so that should be a lot more doable for you. Well, once I start moving more stuff in and getting more stuff on the walls, the auto balance should be a lot better for us. What you're hearing is... Oh, wait, hold on, I have an idea. And we are testing again. Let me know how that works. I've adjusted it to be slightly askew and further away from the wall. But as it is, I cannot currently reposition my mic to where it used to be. That'd take a good 5 minutes to adjust. Now then, hopefully we should be back to our usual business. Our boys still have yet to arrive. No matter how much we wait. What's keeping them? We'll have to babysit them, I suppose. Okay, there we go. Finally, you decide to load in. What about Joffrey? What's taking him so long? Waited almost an entire day out here. Well, that would explain a lot. I think you'd do a lot better if you got off that horse. Or maybe if I budged you out of the way. Alright, fine. Give me a moment. I shall readjust my microphone accordingly. And here we go. Audio setup 1.0, that should do a lot better for us. Now, I should be able to turn the game back up. We will find our optimal setup in time. These are the consequences of moving your equipment. I think we are finally ready to resume. Please tell me Joffrey isn't held up by his horrible horse once again. You're going to make me act very uncrusaderly here in a moment. A simple pass-through loading cell should do. Now I expect you to be on much better behavior. Well, thank you, Kayla. I am trying to optimize my settings. I haven't had much time to set up things. But we will improve in the next few coming days. The soundproofing foam will be set up as well, so I can probably set up my microphone where it was just a few minutes ago. Right now, it's sort of right in my face. A little bit disruptive with where it is. Blocking one of my screens, but I don't exactly need all three of them while I'm streaming, do I? Up to Cloud Ruler Temple we go. Alright, Joffrey, do your magic. You make me wait this long, and then you take your most
Grandmaster, is this
leisurely stroll.
Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you.
Time to
The
celebrate.
honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you.
Time for the grand presentation. Snazzy outfits. I hope to secure one of those one day. Are they all Imperials? Interesting. I suppose that would make the most sense in context.
Blades, dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail, Martin Septim! Hail, hail!
Hail!
Your Highness.
It's like
the
they're a
blades are at
hive
your
mind.
command. You will be safe here
That's
until you can take up
2006
your
for
throne.
you.
Joffrey, all of you. I
It's
know
almost
you all
frightening.
expect me to be emperor.
Do you think
I'll
that's
do my
actually just the
best.
result of their military training?
But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here.
Wow,
I hope
microphone's
I prove
picking up the
myself worthy
thunder.
of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
What a well-coordinated set of people.
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The Blades saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
Just do what your programming tells you.
Of course. The Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragonfires. And stop the Oblivion invasion.
And you will be the Emperor.
The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start.
I'm not sure how much longer you'll be Emperor, buddy.
Don't worry about me.
Knowing
my
the fate
friend.
of everyone, voiced by
I know
Sean
I
Bean.
need hands here.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire, as worthy as any of the Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the
Joffrey's
Grand Master
important.
of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us?
If Joffrey's such an important character, why doesn't he also get a unique voice? We only have, what, maybe 11 different voice actors for this entire game. Fine.
It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a Knight Brother of the Blades.
Now give me the snazzy up, or I'll take the katana. Excellent. What do I get to do?
This fortress is well supplied with arms and armor. Use what you need from the armory in the East Wing. Keep your heart true and your eyes open.
Where does that leave us? Well,
It
I
is good
suppose
to be
that's what
back
we need
here.
to talk to him about.
It raises my spirits just to walk these ancient halls again. We will prevail. We must prevail.
Tell me about the amulet, buddy.
You're right.
Where is
We
it?
must try to recover the amulet before the enemy takes it out of our reach. You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's boarding house in the Elven Gardens district of the Imperial City.
Y'all remember Boris?
Give my warm regards to Boris.
He was there from
Tell
the
him he
beginning of
should
the
not
game.
blame himself for the Emperor's death.
Welcome
He did
aboard,
well.
sir.
I'll ignore what they're saying.
I need to talk
Let
to
me
you,
look at
soldier
that
to
armor.
soldier.
Are we not Blades? Joined by battle and brotherhood? Need you...
They said East Wing. Not much of an armory, is
There
it?
you are. We need to talk.
Please.
Nothing
The
to be
plane
found
of
in
Oblivion.
cupboards. Is there a
know
door
so
down
little-
here? There we go.
Sir.
Get me some of that snazzy armor. Those were where I was supposed to be looking. Let me just, casually drop these back down. Someone else picked them up. Close enough. Two-handed. How do these compare to my sword? One-handed weapon deals as much as their two-handed weapon does. So I think we'll stick with it. Take a good look at ourselves in the new gear. And no helmet to be found. I say it doesn't quite compare now, does it? Let's mess with those audio settings once more. That should be a little bit better. Let's turn it down further. I think that should be good enough. A little lower. Right there. Those are approximately the Guilty Gear settings. And you should all know just how loud of a game Guilty Gear gets to be.
I'm still trying to adjust to everything that has happened.
You'll make it. I just need to complete a few quests. Then you'll be good to go. Alright, you useless horse. Let's get back to work. Seems the chat's delayed quite a bit, and so is the stream. Just a short trip back to the Imperial City. More of a test stream, wouldn't you say? Didn't have quite enough time to experiment. I probably could have saved it for another day, but I miss streaming. I was skeptical about how much I'd enjoyed it at first, but I have been enjoying my time with y'all so far. You are an excellent audience. I look forward to more of it in the future. Maybe we should make a pit stop by Shadenhall. 2,000 gold I don't think will buy us the horse that we'd be looking for. The moons have their own faces in this game, which is kind of interesting. You can see they contrast a little bit with the background, because they're actually also two different images overlaid over the skybox. Again, I'm going to just keep looking at that beautiful sky, not paying any attention to where I'm going. And another horse. We'll just deal with this one. Sorry, buddy. There we go. Now we're going to pet our horse just like it's Red Dead. Good boy. Or girl. I have no idea. I also don't think the game knows either. Get ourselves going down this path. We'll just ignore the wolf this time. I don't think we're too concerned. Should be a relatively straight shot to the Imperial City for now. Once we get there, we'll have an inn, and there we might be able to spend the night, or at least have a good, striking conversation with Boris. For those of you who don't remember, he was the fellow that was helping us at the very beginning of the game during the tutorial dungeon. One of the blades, one of the Emperor's guards. I heard that wolf squeal, so it's probably following us down the cliff, and hurting itself accordingly. Like what I just did to my horse. And what that bandit is not going to do to us. Did you hear the thunder earlier? It's getting ready to stream. It's getting ready to storm on my stream. So, if the stream cuts out, that should be an explanation for it. I should still be able to have the internet to weather the weather. Whether or not I do, we'll see. Now, what's our best way in? You know, I'm curious. I was never much of a horse rider in the previous game. By the time I actually had a horse, I had already gotten my character to max out speed. Allegedly, when you're around 100% speed, you'll actually run faster than most horses. We'll serpentine a little, make sure we dodge those lightning bolts. And the wolf, apparently. Both of them trying to ruin our day. Apparently still. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. There's my third-person view button. Been playing a little bit too much Minecraft lately, so I've grown accustomed to the good old F5. Of course, just like everyone else, I plan on riding the Clout Train once that 1.18 update comes out. Looky here, another VTuber playing Minecraft. I could put a spin on it. See what sort of redstone engineering I could get into. But it would be a fresh new start. Would be a while before I had any redstone to answer to. Let me know if you'd like to see Minecraft. I don't like chasing trends, but where I won't play a battle royale, I will definitely play Minecraft. A very classic favorite of mine. That really passed us over the river right there. I thought it was only that big bridge over there that allowed you to get into the Imperial City, but it seems not. We have other options. Tiny little bridge over there. How many other ones do we have? I don't even remember other bridges being available. Now the front entrance will be our only way in, unless we want to wrap around to the bridges and the towers on either side. Take our little stop here and head right on in. Suppose we should take care of business first. Simple enough. Now, we make our short way over here to the bar. I think it's a tavern that we're heading to. Salutations and welcome to the stream. We're working on the main quest right now. Looking for our good boy, Borosaurus. Our favorite of dinosaurs. There we go. Luther Broad's boarding house. Hello there, Borosaurus.
Sit down. Don't say anything. Just do what I say.
I better not be about to get pranked. You see I'm in my Crusader's outfit. You shouldn't do that.
I'm going to get up in a minute and walk out of here. That guy, you follow him.
Alright, sounds simple enough.
Good. Remember, wait for him to follow me. I want to see what he'll do.
Don't spill the beans now. We need to be discreet. Alright, buddy. Tell me what you got going on. What a bizarre name.
The dawn is breaking.
You seem rather unenthusiastic for a religious crusader. Of particularly less noble causes than mine. The enemy agent who attacked Boris is dead. I should find out what Boris has learned about our enemies. Ooh, we'll probably need that book.
Good work. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time.
What have you learned, my friend?
The assassins who killed the Emperor were part of a Deirdre cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Apparently worship the Deirdre Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I've been tracking their agents in the Imperial City. I guess they noticed.
Evidently. Well, I will tell you, the enemy has the amulet.
What? They took it from Joffrey? Things are worse than I had thought.
I do have good news, though.
Thank Talos he lives. Martin Septim, you say? We will restore him to the throne. It is the sworn duty of all blades.
I suppose that's my job now, too. What's our next move?
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults. Why don't you take that book to her? See what she makes of it. I'll keep running down leads on the Mythic Dawn network. If you learn anything, you can find me at Luther Broad's. May Talos guide you.
Roger that.
Like I said, she's one of the brains over at the Arcane University. Supposed to know everything there is to know about Daedric cults.
I believe she was one of the librarians over there.
I hope you learned something from Tarmina about that book. This might just be the break we need.
But before we leave, give our good boy Boris a pat on the back.
What do you need, friend?
Good job, Mr. Dinosaurus.
Speak.
Alright, to the Arcane University we go. We should have some other quests to be picking up there too. Might as well do that. Wasn't sure what to title this stream, so I decided to name it after one of the most important sound bits. Something every mage player remembers. Simple trip through here. So we got our staff. I can't remember what we did next after that. Maybe something a little less lax. Again, keep me up to date. Oh, there we are.
Arcane University's newest edition.
This humble Battlemage bids you welcome. You know, they keep saying that to you even after you beat the questline and become the Archmage. That's a spoiler, by the way, but it shouldn't spoil it for anyone. This is an RPG. Once you win, you should know that you'd be better than everyone.
Hello, guildmate.
It's a standard for Elder Scrolls games. Alright, Tarmina.
Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. How can I help you?
I'm here to learn about books.
You know of them? One of the most secretive of all the Daedric cults. Not much is known about them. They follow the teachings of Mainkar Cameron, whom they call the Master, a shadowy figure in his own right.
Remember that pronunciation. Mainkar Cameron. I think he's referred to as Mankar Cameron in some other contexts. Didn't exactly do the best with the voice direction here, did they?
Ah, yes. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Wonderful. You have a scholarly interest in Daedric cults, then?
Well, I'm sort of wearing the Crusaders' armor. I'm kind of an enemy of Daedric cults.
Find them, huh? I won't poke my nose any further. Official business and all that. I'm used to working with the Blades. Don't worry. Say no more. In any case, finding them won't be easy. I've studied Mainkar Cameron's writings a bit myself. At least those that I could find. It is clear from the text that Mainkar Cameron's commentaries come in 4 volumes, but I've only ever seen the first 2 books.
I think I have one
believe
right
that his
here.
writings contain hidden clues to the location of the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Those who unlock this hidden path have proven themselves worthy to join the ranks of the Mythic Dawn cult. Finding the shrine is the first test.
How cryptic.
If you want to find them, you'll need all 4 volumes of the commentaries.
Well, where do I find 3 and 4?
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2. Treat it gently, if you please. As I've said, I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. You should try first edition, over in the Market District. Phintius, the proprietor, caters to specialist collectors. He may have an idea of where to locate those books.
You know, I really appreciate the quest writing in Oblivion.
It was so nice chatting with you. Be sure to let me know how your hunt for the Mythic Dawn turns out.
Greetings.
There's at least a little bit of backstory around why you're going here or there. Let's see if we have anything to do with the Mages Guild here. Might have just been speaking to the head cheese around here. The big cheese, the head honcho, not the head cheese. I don't think we want to be talking about any head cheese around here.
Ah.
Let's just take a moment to sleep in there instead. I'd rather not spend the money at a tavern. Brilliant purple flames, and I wonder why. I think there's some of the few fires in this game that don't actually hurt you at all. Only one way to find out.
You must be the Arcane University's newest edition.
Excellent.
Greetings,
I
Guild
believe
Mage.
here's where the mages' quarters are. There we go. Let's steal ourselves a bed. Walk up here in sort of non-sequitur set of Crusaders armor. You there. Get out. 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 Give me 6 hours. That's going to interrupt me, isn't it? Ah, lovely. We have a +5 in our speed, +4 in willpower, and let's take that +3 for endurance. We could use the health.
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose.
You're kind of here in the middle of everyone. I'd like you to explain yourself.
In due time, dear child. In due time. First, an introduction. I am Lucien Lechance, speaker for the Dark Brotherhood.
Does anyone else see this guy?
You are a cold-blooded killer, capable of taking life without mercy or remorse. The Night Mother has been watching, and she is most pleased.
I'm not crazy, am I?
And so, here I am. I come to you with an offering, an opportunity to join our rather unique family.
This guy's talking like he listens to Linkin Park. Anyone else see this clown? Please continue.
I find your etiquette refreshing. Now please, listen carefully. On the green road to the north of Braville lies the Inn of Ill Omen. There you will find a man named Rufio. Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete. Do this, and the next time you sleep in a location I deem secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing the love of your new family.
The guy sounds like he mouthwashes with gravel. I suppose that makes 2 of us. I'm not really a murderer, am I?
No? The Night Mother seems to think otherwise. Allow me to grant you a gift, in case you reconsider. It is a virgin blade, and thirsts for blood. Now, I bid you farewell. I do hope we'll meet again soon.
I understand, Kayla, but I'm not going to apologize for that Linkin Park remark. Everyone who was listening to them in 2007 wore way too much black.
I'm sorry, fellow Magister, but I don't have time to talk right now. My studies keep me very busy, as you can well imagine.
You have an awfully baby-esque face for someone who speaks with that voice. I suppose I had some sort of a religious experience there. And he's gone. And that interrupted my rest. We're gonna have to do this whole song and dance again. Alright, babyface, get out of the way. And give me 5 hours.
I'm sorry, fellow.
Nope, I'm going to take another hour. I'll just use the wait function.
Well met,
I swear this college is haunted. Everyone's possessed by some sort of different beast.
Ah, you must be.
So, we're headed to the market district. That should do with a nice little bit of fast travel.
Coin for an old beggar.
I suppose if we're role-playing, we'll have to.
I can eat for the day with a single coin.
Now, let me know where I can get those prices.
Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Julianus upon you.
Okay, maybe there's 9 voice actors in this game. She sounds a lot different from the other female NPCs we run across.
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the first edition. Look around. If I don't have it, maybe I can get it.
I'm looking for 2 of them.
You must be referring to Mankar Cameron's commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, a common mistake. It comes in 4 volumes. The first 2 volumes are rare, but you may run across them from time to time. The 3rd and 4th are impossible to find.
Well, those are the 2 I'm looking for.
I happen to have a copy of Volume 3 on hand, but I'm afraid it is a special order. Already paid for by another customer. Sorry.
Ooh, he spilled the
Gwyneth
beans.
would be terribly disappointed if it was gone when he came to pick it up. So sorry I can't help you.
Sounds a little sarcastic, doesn't he?
I wish I had one, but I have never even seen a copy.
Not very helpful, is it?
I don't know him personally, but he was very eager to get his hands on Volume 3 of Cameron's commentaries. Came all the way from Valenwood.
Ah, that's a day's trip
As a
at
matter of
best.
fact, he's already late for his appointment to pick up the book. Feel free to wait for him if you want to speak to him yourself.
Obviously, that means he'll be here in about 5 minutes.
Good day.
Now, stare menacingly at the door until he shows up. I'm bored. Alright. Let's just, pass the time, shall we? Let our feline side out a little bit. Ah, there we go. That's probably the man I'm looking for.
I'm here for my book, Mankar Cameron's Commentaries.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, he's not.
Here you go. Keep us in mind for any future needs.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't tell you how long I've been looking for this book. Greetings. Well, well. If it isn't the Holy Crusader himself.
Yeah, and I'm here for that book.
Have you been following me? Leave me alone. That book is mine.
Well, let's see. How are you best going to get the information from him?
The Mythic Dawn. Are you... I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about any cult.
Why else would you be asking out the book?
Very well. I can see you're familiar with Mankar Cameron's commentaries. I know that Daedric cults are not quite the thing socially, but that's just foolish prejudice and superstition.
I wouldn't say
For
that.
the adventurous, open-minded thinker, Daedric worship holds many rewards.
Not if it's Mayrune's Dagon.
What? The Mythic Dawn were the ones? You have to believe me. I truly had no idea. I mean, I knew they were a Daedric cult. Mankar Cameron's views on Mayrune's Dagon are fascinating, revolutionary even. But to murder the Emperor, Mara preserve us.
Yeah, give me that book before someone gets hurt. Like yourself.
Yes, of course. I don't want anyone to think I had anything to do with their insane plots. Here, Volume 3 is yours. What you do with it is your business.
Astonishing that he believes us off the very beginning. Where about that fourth
You can only
book?
get Volume 4 directly from a member of the Mythic Dawn. I had set up a meeting with the sponsor, as he called himself. Here, take this note they gave me. It tells you where to go. I don't want anything else to do with the Mythic Dawn.
If I remember this part, we had to go into the sewers, didn't we?
You're the Divine Crusader.
And you better believe it. Let's take a look. In here. Well, I'm glad people finally recognize my genius. Going on a crusade after all this time. He doesn't recognize us yet. Even though I'm sort of wearing the gear. Now then, buddy, speak to
You're not
me.
easy to get hold of. What have you found out?
I found another book.
This just might be the break we've been looking for. Good work. We need to get that fourth book then. If Tarmina is right, we can use these books to locate the Mythic Dawn's hidden shrine.
Of course.
Let's go. I know that part of the sewers well.
What do we got
The
down
sewers
there?
run underneath the whole Imperial City. There are access points in every district. The Blades have occasion to use them in our undercover work, as well as a means to move around the city without attracting attention.
Oh, I'm sure the smell would attract attention.
Follow me. I know how to get to the part of the sewers where we need to meet the sponsor.
You don't exactly walk through a sewer and come out on the other side smelling like daisies, do you? Well, we're going back to where we first met Boris. A reunion of sorts. Climbing directly down the well, aren't we? I suppose I'm excited. What a coincidence. We have Volume 3, and I suppose we'll just be finding Volume 4 so soon afterwards. We don't have a Volume 2 that yet though, do we? How do we get our hands on one of those? It's just a couple of crabs. What a bizarre set of sounds they made.
Over here!
We'll get ourselves... Or, I suppose we're a bit too late for that now, aren't we? See what's going on.
Stick together!
You're making my friend nervous. Could you at least afford to be a little bit more polite?
This was mine!
There we go. The light will make it a lot easier for us. This guy has extreme NPC energy. An unprecedented amount.
Get my back!
Continuing onward.
Stick together!
Yeah, you see, he sort of attacked in front of him, but it just checked to see if he was close enough to that crab and damaged him. Now, there's no negative side effects to using electric spells in water, funny enough. Let me take care of this. There we go. Oh, there's more of them. Goblins. Not too bad. It's just the tutorial dungeon all over again, isn't it? Quick, before you interrupt my friend. Wow, you can take a beating. But maybe not a zapping. Just walk straight to the other destination. Take it nice and slow. A bit too slow for my tastes. Let's set this up for the hotkey again.
This was mine.
Well, that was quick enough. Why do you walk so casually? You know we're gonna run into more enemies. After all, that's what's been happening for the past 5 minutes. Shouldn't you leave that sword unsheathed? You know we're about to be attacked again. It's inevitable. You will always confuse me, Mr. Boris.
Over here. Parry and strike.
Not much parrying going on here, I'd say. Lots of striking, though. Excessive striking. I'll just run ahead and take care of these fiends. There. You know I had to do it to him. He's only going to move if we're close by. See, look, you're wading through the waters. Obviously, you're not going to smell very good coming out the other side. Everyone will smell us. I'm not going to smell much like a crusader anymore, am I? Then again, medieval knights weren't known for their hygiene, were they?
All right, the room with the table is just through this door. I always wondered who put it there. I happen to know that if you go up the stairs there, you can get a vantage point on the meeting room. I think I'd better be the one to handle the meeting. You'll be my backup. Keep watch from above in case of trouble.
What do you think? You know what, I'd like to give them a piece of my mind.
No, it should be me. I have a blood debt to repay these Mythic Dawn assassins. Besides, I've trained for this kind of thing my whole life.
Very well.
Good.
I suppose we'll deal
Remember,
with it.
We must not leave here without the book. It's our best chance of finding the amulet.
I'm ready when you are, friend.
I may not survive this, but if I don't, you must. You must recover the book and find the amulet of kings.
Oh, you know we're gonna force him to live.
Then I'm lucky you're here to save my skin. Come on, let's do this.
I think now would be an excellent time to save Scum. We'll keep the sword out. We're gonna need it.
So, you want to become one of the chosen of Mehrunes Dagon?
What's leaking from the ceiling?
Dawn is difficult, but the
It's a sewer. I think we already know.
I have the book you seek. With it and the Master's 3 other books, you will possess the key to enlightenment.
They're about to see me.
There's someone else here.
Kill them!
Lord Dagon.
We need to make sure our boy survives. Get out of my way. Let's see. Let's make sure he stays as alive as possible. Give him a little bit of healing. We'll be the support party member here.
More that won't be reporting back to their master.
It's dripping again. Volume 4. I have the fourth and last volume of Mankar Cameron's writings on the Mysterium Xarxes. I can now piece together the clues within them to find the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine. Maybe Tarmina can help. And a Ring of Shock Shield, which I think would be very important to us. Because that also gives us extra armor on top of Shock Resist. Ooh, and a Ring of Feather. These guys were well equipped.
Now that you have all 4 books, you should be able to handle things from here. I'm going to Cloud Ruler Temple. My place is at Martin's side.
Alright.
I'll see you back at Cloud Ruler Temple. Good luck.
Excuse me for a second. I'll be right back. And we return. Thank you for your patience. Let's see, we shall be returning back to the Arcane University. Shouldn't be too long of a trek out of here, I'd hope. Probably not where we're supposed to end up. Or maybe we have a shortcut out of here. I suppose I should have planned for that. That is our level up notification telling us that we're very good at jumping. 25. I believe that's where you get to start attacking in midair. So that's excellent news for us. 1, 2. That's all of our books, correct? 1, 2, 3, and 4. See what else he has here. Ah, a very big chest. And we'll need to be patient on this one. Get it up there. a bit too impatient, are we? Slower. And do it again. Maybe we should leave this one behind. We'll just wait for the slow ones. I like that, which I missed. There's the slight variable timing on them, so you can't exactly just hit it at the same spot every time. Forget it. I think that's enough attempts for now. We'll come back when we have the skeleton key. I'm lying, we won't be back. Probably nothing too important in there anyway. More goblins and rats. Give him a good little zap. There we go. That should be good enough. Ah, that would actually do better for us. But your security skill doesn't really help you unless you're trying to do an auto pick. I believe that's the case in this game. I don't think it gives you any larger windows. Manual picking is probably going to be the same as it always is. Funny how Elder Scrolls games seem so eager to let you circumvent your character's inability with your actual ability. All for want of a minigame. Open this little... here we go again. Slower. There we go. Have a zap. Anyone else? I don't think we even needed to be there. We'll just follow our wonderful... Okay, fine, come out of nowhere, won't you? What if I had a Skelly boy? Give him a few more hack and slashes. And there we go. It never ends, does it? I think we should be almost out here. Jump up over here. I'm only passing through. No, you don't need to mind me. I'm not doing anything disruptive to your business. Goodbye. And again. We're kind of going around in circles, aren't we? I don't think this is taking us where we need to go. Zap, and block, and slash, and block, and zap, and block again. There's a lot of you down here, aren't there? Give it a little bit more patience. Simple enough. Plus, there's another folk down here. That was easy. Goodness gracious, it's taking us longer to get out than it took us to get in. Where are these little compass ticks leading me? I think that might be the way out. Or allegedly not. Well, we'll know if it's full of things we haven't killed yet. That way, we know it's a new zone. That should probably be the exit we're looking for. Go through another one of these rooms. Step through the gates here. Block that. And get back to our usual set of business. Hold on. You're telling me this is the way I'm supposed to go and you're leading me to yet another locked door. That's the last time I follow these directions. Alright, so it's automatically going to route us to whoever is closest to where we have to be. That is the flaw in having the nav mesh generate those directions for you. Now we have to find our way out. Oh, and just how will we get out? Well, there's lots of dead enemies here, so this should be closer to where we started. Just so long as we keep heading up. Ah, it'll be fine. No one's going to find us. We'll just casually sneak our way up and out here. Give us another pick here. Not so loud, people are sleeping. There we go. Ah, well. We can't commit too many crimes. If we do, we'll actually just lose our equipment. We'll strip naked right here if we actually start committing any crimes. As lovely of a sight as that would be to see, I don't think I could spare myself the embarrassment.
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace.
Well met.
Get ourselves through here.
Walk with virtue, friend.
Lots of virtue, plenty of it to spare.
Speak. You have...
Alright, back to the Arcane University we go. It really feels like that tower is smaller here than it is actually once you get inside. Take a look. That is definitely way bigger than it looked from the outside. And not just because we're closer. I can promise you that.
Greetings, Guildmaid.
Hi.
Taking us around in circles now, aren't you?
Ah.
Alright, let's see what you have to say.
A pleasure to speak with you. The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn.
I don't think that's what we need to be talking about.
It would be an artifact of great and evil power.
A magic book, once again. I guess we need to talk to her about Menkar Cameron.
The supposed leader of the Mythic Dawn cult. He wrote the infamous Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. The commentaries are contemporary with Tiber's Septum, over 400 years ago, so he is unlikely to still be alive, although you never know.
Mankar Cameron, that sounds like a High Elven name, probably. Been a long time since I played.
To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mankar Cameron's commentaries.
That's what I'm here for.
It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults to put hidden messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test on the road to enlightenment.
Enough exposition. I have the books here.
Curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and let you know if I have any ideas.
Well,
Check
I think
back
that's
with me
progress.
tomorrow after I've given this matter some thought.
On the morrow.
Keep
All right.
studying the first 2 volumes of the commentaries. Who knows? I might turn up something before you.
I already know what the code is. Do you just want to skip it? Because I remember the solution to this one. And it's absurd how easily stupid it is. And stupidly easy. Let's take a look at those books. Oh! They train you as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you because we're not going to get too much done if we just wait around, will we? Right here, it's just a very simple cipher. Look at the first word of each paragraph. G-R-E-E-N, green. E-M-P-E-R-O-R, Green Emperor. W-A-Y, way. W-H-E-R-E, where. T-O-W-E-R, tower. T-O-U-C-H, touch. Where tower touches. M-I-D-D-A-Y-S-U-N. Green Emperor Way, where tower touches midday sun. Green Emperor Way is the name of the central route here. Once we get into the center of the city. We could wait for it, but we'd talk to Tarmin and we'd get the exact same answer from her.
How do you do?
So I'll go ahead and make this mythic discovery on my own. If I had 24 hours with a set of books, I'd probably be able to figure that one out, wouldn't I? Where tower touches midday. Ah, it's in the afternoon. We might not have much time. But if I remember... Yep, there it is. You see, that's a map. And we are supposed to wait. Ah, well look, you see that rising sun symbol? That's the Mythic Dawn's logo itself. So this is exactly where we're supposed to be. Let's dial the clock back a little bit. To the next day. Assume we just spent a lot of our time here getting errands done. We have to be here at exactly midday, so... give it a little bit of time. And it should be high noon. I followed the clues hidden in the 4 volumes written by Mankar Cameron to a gravestone in Green Emperor Way. At noon, a map of Cyrodiil appeared on the gravestone with the location of the Mythic Dawn's shrine marked on it. I need to find my way into the shrine and locate the Amulet of Kings. Very well. Leads us up to Shaden Hall. We will take our horse and be on our merry way. Although it probably would be good if we got rid of a few things, right? We have a feather ring. We'll be fine. Just fine. Absolutely fine.
Speak.
No. Crap, I think that just meant I spoke. You ever have to deal with a child who keeps like saying yes or no over and over again, so you try to hit him with a trick question? Sort of a similar situation there. Commanded me to speak, and I suppose by denying him, I spoke. I fell for the trap. I could have just not answered. More importantly, I shouldn't be hung up on such a trivial incident. The horse will follow us anytime we fast travel to a different city. I will take me some of this known route right here. And partake me of some violence against these crabs. Simple enough. Now we return to galloping. Horses are notoriously bad swimmers, so if we don't find ourselves a hidden little bridge on this side, I think you know what it's time for. Well, that was rude. How impolite. I have not done anything to offend that crab. Note how the music is starting, so apparently, mud crabs aren't considered one of Kinnare's creatures. Oh, would you look at that, there's a bridge. Not a very difficult travel for us. I think this is right back to the... Yep, this is the sewer from the beginning of the games. Sign on the door reads, "No entry on pain of death. Sealed by authority of Commander Adamus Philidia, Imperial Legion." So, you're not allowed to get back into the tutorial dungeon after you've beaten it. Yep, this is exactly what swimming with a horse is like. Painfully slow. And this is why building your capital city on an island is actually a very good defensive strategy. Were this not a video game, someone wearing all this tin can armor like myself would actually sink in water. Yeah, I don't care what you have to say to me. Back up the hill we go. And more combat music. Who else is still trying to hurt us at this point? It doesn't matter. We can outrun them all on the slowest horse. A simple trek up towards Shadenhall, and we should have our dungeon. That grass still looks good 15 years later, even though I know it's just a bunch of 2D textures there. We're going to ignore that wolf. We can still outrun it. Even if I can't pan my camera behind. Funny how the camera is much more painful in third person than it is in first. Well, the music stopped, but I'm pretty sure the wolf is still following us. Yep, there it is. Journey our way across the hill here. And up this road should take us where we're looking. That's a nice little tree branch right there. I like it. Cute. There's that one tree branch bridge that you find in Skyrim. The one towards the east of the map, around Iverstead. That's one of my favorite spots. There's always a bandit standing on the middle of it. Given that we can now see the movement of that green tick mark, we should be getting close. And take our little peek around here. There's Shadenhall, so we should be right where we're supposed to be. That's our icon on the map. We're, obviously going to have to infiltrate them. Or maybe do the Pelena White trick thing, and slaughter every last one. We'll see what we can do. Good horse. Give you a, pat for being such a good boy. Or girl. Horse of ambiguous gender. I have arrived at Lake Arias Caverns. The secret mythic Dawn Shrine must be somewhere inside. Now would be an excellent time to save. Just in case. Hey, buddy. I, am definitely not here on any sort of holy quest.
Dawn is breaking.
Don't know where I got that password from.
Welcome, brother. The hour is late, but the Master still has need for willing hands. You may pass into the shrine. Harrow will take you to the Master for your initiation into the service of Lord Dagon.
It's like an actual cult.
The time of preparation is almost over. The time of cleansing is near.
Cults are just absolutely creepy. Listening to people talk with such a fanatical devotion to something.
I am Harrow, Warden of the Shrine of Dagon. By following the path of dawn, hidden in the writings of the Master, Mankar Cameron, you have earned a place among the chosen. You have arrived at an opportune time. You may have the honor to be initiated into the Order by the Master himself. As a member of the Order of the Mythic Dawn, everything you need will be provided for you from the Master's bounty. Give me your possessions, and put on this initiate's robe.
What do you say we do? The White Strike, or... You know what, I think a little bit of espionage would be interesting.
Very good. Follow me. I will take you to the shrine.
We'll fight our way out. Yeah, he's given us a snazzy red robe. Isn't that lovely, though, how the hairstyle still has that kind of little bit of hair hanging down the front center? A lot like myself. That's why I was so eager to make that pick. Nothing suspicious going on here. Oh, we still get to keep that quest dagger from Dark Brotherhood stuff. More importantly, we still get to use all of our spells. Greet the new day. Yeah, absolutely. Da 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 da.
It's breaking.
Damn, you're creepy. Each and every one of you.
Greet the new day, brother. Praise be.
Alright. This is probably where I'm supposed to be.
Praise be to your brothers and sisters. Great shall be their reward in paradise.
Welcome to the multi-level marketing scheme.
Hear now the words of Lord Dagon. When I walk the earth again, the faithful among you shall receive your reward, to be set above all other mortals forever.
Oh, great.
As for the rest, the weak shall be winnowed, the timid shall be cast down, the mighty shall tremble at my feet and pray for pardon.
So it's just Scientology.
So saith Lord Dagon. Praise be.
Your reward, brothers and sisters. The time of cleansing draws nigh. I go now to paradise. I shall return with Lord Dagon at the coming of the dawn.
I don't think so. Well, that's not going to work like that. You see, you can't stop the plot. Not that quickly. Mankar Cameron escaped to his realm of paradise with the Amulet of Kings and closed his magical portal behind him. But the Mysterium Xarxes itself is here in the shrine. I must get the Mysterium Xarxes. It is my only hope of finding a way to recover the amulet now.
You have come to dedicate yourself to Lord Dagon's service.
No, I came here to assassinate
This
Mankar
pact
Cameron. Did you
must
not
be
see what I
sealed
just
with
started
red
doing?
drink, the blood of Lord Dagon's enemies. Take up the dagger and offer Lord Dagon the sacrificial red drink as pledge of your own life's blood, which shall be his in the end. Lord Dagon thirsts for red drink. Sate him.
Ah, what a bunch of jokes these guys, huh? Don't you feel like that?
That's initiate.
Yep, I think I got a sacrifice right here.
I do not fear death. Dagon will welcome your soul.
Release the prisoner. Let's go with that. I think we'll handle this with our fists. Or just, making a quick escape. Dying a little too quickly, aren't we? Oh, that's not our way to escape there. We'll just outrun these fools. They didn't kill our Argonian boy, did they? I think he made his way out just fine. Oh, nope, there he is. Do you have to roll your R so loudly? Let's just swiftly jog out of here.
Will survive the cleansing.
I wonder where they put my stuff.
The dawn is breaking.
I can outrun all of you, thank you very much. Nope, can't go in there.
Die, unbeliever!
You know, I wonder if I could take them all on with fisticuffs. Maybe not like that. Ah, well, that's also stuck.
Lord Dagon will welcome your soul in Oblivion.
Nope, can't get to there either. Maybe it wasn't a very good idea to give them all our stuff, was it? I think we actually just have to kill them. We're not well equipped for that, are we? And we're about to die. Or we could just lead them to do that instead. Excellent. Idiot. You know, that's an excellent idea. Why don't we keep doing that? As long as we don't get zapped to death first. Like that. Fine. We'll just, Pelena White Strike our way through here, won't we? I don't think we'll be able to make it on our own. We're not a too well-practiced mage.
Dawn is breaking.
Greet the new day, blah 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 blah.
The hour is late, but the Master still has need for willing hands. You may pass into the shrine. Hera will take you to the Master for your initiation into the service of Lord Dagon. Do not tarry.
Blah 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 blah. Hey buddy, guess what?
I am Hera, but you have as a give.
What?
I must warn you. No one leaves this place who does not bind himself to the service of Lord Dagon. But I am sure you will reconsider. You have proven yourself worthy and dedicated to have come this far. I ask you one last time. Give me your possessions. The Master requires it of all initiates.
8,610.
Then you have come here to die. I do the time of...
There we go. Some incredible violence should do us a lot of good work. Really snazzy armor. Wish I could get myself some of that. I wonder if someone's modded in a questline that lets you actually join them. A lot of people like to do that. They have some sort of subversive alternative to the main quest. We'll just hack and slash our way through here this time. Usually the better idea. Don't you dodge me like that. There we go. Easy. Much easier. There we go. And give ourselves a nice little sneaky entrance in here. Let's see if no one notices us.
Great shall be their reward in paradise.
Praise be.
Here now,
I think we're more concerned about that prisoner, aren't we?
when I walk the earth again, the faithful among you
No one.
receive your reward, to be set above all other mortals forever.
No one sees me. Definitely not.
The timid shall be
Hey, buddy, get out of here.
cast down. The mighty shall tremble.
I'll just start hacking and slashing everything else in here. Blah, blah, blah. My Cameron escaped. We have plenty of potions for this. This is where this comes in. Useful for us. Da 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 da. Do we have any shield potions? Not anymore. Alright. Yep, that's just about how it's supposed to go. Much easier this time around, wouldn't you say? Hey buddy, guess what? Fisticuffs don't work on me. There we go. Staff of Sick. Oh, that's a very nice staff. We'll make very good use of that one. Now then. Seems our little statue here has fallen apart. This is what we're looking for. Some sort of weird Daedric text. I have the Mysterium Xarxes, the Mythic Dawn's Book of Secrets. Now I must escape to this place and return to Cloud Ruler Temple. Is our prisoner Argonian boy going to be safe? Ah, it's after you take the book the statue collapses. I think we need to find an alternative route to exit. Escape to the living quarters. Ah, we'll just follow this guy. He knows his way out.
The time. Be glad you will not.
Easy. Ready ourselves. Another lightning bolt.
Only the chosen will survive.
Always skirting around in the shadows.
Da 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 da.
Be glad
Zap.
you will not live to see the day, Lord.
I have another one. Seems he's still not encountering much opposition. I don't know, if he was kind of walking around naked, I'd be scared of him too. Someone else ran off this way. Where did they go to?
You are weak, like the gods.
You are weak like the gods you pray to.
Well, you're talking to the Divine Crusader himself, so if anyone was going to represent the gods, it was going to be me. There we go. Oh, missed. There we go. Now then, a little bit of healing, and we should be ready to go. You look important.
Die, unbeliever! Die, unbeliever! Die, unbeliever!
I get the point. I'm an unbeliever. Well, now we're finally running out of sword charge. Zap. There we go. They don't have anything else important on them, do they? Funny how they all have leather boots they can't wear. Did the developers themselves forget that the Mythic Dawn robes take up your feet and your hand slots too? I saw our boy escaping over here. I wonder if that katana would be doing us better now. Given that it's still unenchanted in comparison. Let's give it a go. It'll do the same amount of damage now that we're out of weapon charge. Heal thyself. No, you get back here. Why are you trying to fisticuffs me? Give it another zap, and a block, and a zap, and slash. And a miss. And our boy Julius just doesn't seem to worry at all. He's on his way out. Just where the heck did that other alkalite run off to? I guess he had something important to do elsewhere. He escapes our crusade. Oh, no he doesn't. I think that's a different guy. Get back here. Never mind, we're out of mana. We'll leave them to be. Normally I have a strict no survivors policy, but I can't be bothered.
Where did you go? Come out where I can see you.
Right here. Right behind you. Zap, slash. Block and zap again. Should be a much easier path out now. And I think we might be looping back in on ourselves. Nope, that's allegedly the exit. Feels like the way out was much longer than the way in. I'm not dealing with that right now. No idea what that did. Take a book. Good for reading later. I think that was our usual one-way exit. There we go. So now, I think our Argonian boy is going to be just fine. I've escaped with the Mysterium Xarxes. I should now deliver it to Martin at the Cloud Ruler Temple. We're in Shadenhall, so it won't be a very difficult trek to get up there. Well, channel our inner Skyrim energies a little bit. See just how much mountain we can climb with this horse. Da-da-da-da-da. And loop around over here. And up here... And we shouldn't be very far from Cloud Ruler Temple after that. Once you get over the first stretch of cliffs, it's usually a pretty straight shot afterwards. Surprisingly flat ground once you're actually in the mountains themselves. Functionally very similar to a plateau unless you're trying to get into that wizard's tower. That is definitely on top of a mountain. Unlike any others. There we go. What a curious set of ruins. We might be back here later. Given that it's in this obscure of a region, it's probably related to an important quest. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? I think that was a mushroom on the ground back there. I can't see it past the wolves. Up here, there should be a nice little bridge for us to cross. I've been through this path plenty of times before myself. And more wolves. Just how many of you are there? Really interesting place to put a bridge. Head up the Jural Mountains. Take our winding path up through here, still being pursued by a wolf. 3 wolves, or so. I think this is also the path you take if you want to get into that mage's tower. But that's not going to be our home now, is it? Oh, good heavens. We already have Oblivion gates popping up. We're going to have to close those later. We'll reveal this map marker, in case we don't normally come by here again. There's a lot of those we have to fight through. And apparently a lot of wolves to dodge. So there was that one in front of Kvatch, but as you get further along in the main quest, more of them start popping up here and there. It's a bit of a grindy experience, so I don't plan on stepping into each and every one that we come across. Might even only pay attention to the ones for the main quest. It depends. They, corrupt the sky as you get close to them. But don't worry, that's not permanent. We'll just have to step away. That's the Mage's Tower, by the way, up there. We don't need a secondary home, though. We already have Battlehorn Castle. That's a very special home, though, because it does offer you teleportation to every Mage's Guild. Might be a bit easier on us if we're going for the somewhat more immersive experience of not just fast traveling everywhere every single time, are we? But we've already broken that rule before, haven't we? Take our little trip down here. And just on top of that hill is where we need to be. What a lovely laid-back stream this time. I'm not sure how my plan for the rest of the week is going to go. I'm looking forward to more Guilty Gear. Gold Lewis was incredibly fun. I might have to take some time tomorrow to set up and refine more of my streaming setup. Get the soundproofing foam installed. There we go. A nice normal sky once again. And a game crash, apparently. Well then. I suppose that's an ample enough time to end the stream anyway. It's mostly just traveling once we got out on the other side of that cave, so that does leave us at an excellent starting point for next time. Expect a lot more streams this week, and I will be trying to reach out on as much social media as I can. Setting up more of the setup here, getting all the foam installed, testing a lot more of my parameters. Now that I am set up in the new place, I'm going to be taking this a lot more seriously and hitting the grindstone. More Oblivion, more Red Dead, but expect a lot more Guilty Gear this week. Maybe 2 or 3 days. I'll see if I can fit in every single weekend day from here on out. No conclusion on if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow yet. I might be using that time to unpack and set up some more stuff. So, stay tuned. I'll see what's in store for us. You've all been a wonderful audience. Thank you. Class dismissed.